Good day, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I will not disappoint you. So, guys, I have a bad news from my own country, Cameroon. A fire incident occurred on the 23rd of January 2022, and a lot of people died. Well, a lot of people have been thinking of how the fire started, but in this video, I have a victim of this incident who explained exactly what happened because she is a waitress. She was there. Okay, guys. So first of all, take a look at the pictures, then I'll come back to you. So this is how the fire incident looked like at the nightclub. Well, there are a lot of controversies as to how and why the fire started. Why some people think that it comes from the fireworks that are used in the nightclub. Other people think that the fire started as a result of poorly connected wires or electric cables. So let's see what the government think about this. So, a government statement said the fire erupted at the LIVS nightclub in the capital Bastos neighborhood, setting off a series of explosions. Workers said it was a short circuit that customers initially thought was a fireworks show. The explosions went off once the blaze spread to a place where cooking gas was being stored, causing panic to the neighborhood. The government paper continues to read. It says, at least 16 people have been killed in a fire at a popular nightclub in Yaoundé, Cameroon's capital, the government said. The blaze was caused by fireworks used in the club. Among the civilians helping to search for the injured was 27-year-old Gustave Lemalio. Lemalio says civilians and the fire brigade of Cameroon's ministry have saved the lives of at least 40 people. He says it is difficult to know the names and the nationalities of the injured and the dead because clients do not present identification documents before having access to LIVS. Lemalio said he is certain that the victims include people visiting Cameroon for the ongoing African Nations Cup. Guys, if it is true that visitors to Cameroon for the African Nations Cup are involved in this accident, then it's not going to be easy on us. Please, let's pray they are not involved. And here comes an audio from one of the victims, a waitress in the nightclub.
Pour tout le monde, grâce à Dieu, je suis vivante. C'était pas une explosion, ça doit être un mauvais branchement parce que le feu a commencé au niveau du plafond et tellement le feu était beau qu'on pensait que c'était une nouvelle décoration. Du coup, on ne s'est pas précipité de s'enfuir. C'est quand ça commence à tomber au sol, ça tombe au sol et les flammes montent. C'est là où on comprend que c'est le feu. Les gens se précipitaient à sortir. Il y avait des clients, il y avait des collègues, il y avait les filles qu'on invite. Moi, je suis là-bas comme serveuse. Si j'ai perdu en moyenne 10 collègues, en moyenne 10, il y a les clients qui ont crépassé, il y a les filles d'eau, je ne sais pas comment vous expliquer. C'était vraiment... Ce que j'ai vécu ne s'explique pas. Et jusqu'ici, je peux tous les corps de l'armée sont versés là-bas. Moi, je suis déjà à la maison. Ça s'est passé à 2 heures du matin. C'est maintenant que j'arrive à la maison. Le traumatisme et tout. Mais gloire à Dieu, je vais bien. C'est vrai que mes cheveux ont pris feu. J'ai frotté sur le mur. Ça s'est éteint. Sinon que c'était vraiment grave. Je marchais sur les gens qui brûlaient. Mais moi, le feu ne me prenait pas. Dieu est grand, c'est tout ce que je peux dire.
So just to translate that in English, she said, "Hi everyone, thanks to God I'm alive. It was not an explosion. It should be a bad connection of electric cables because the fire started at the middle of the ceiling and the fire looked beautiful that we thought it was a new decoration. So we did not thought about escaping until when it started falling on the floor and the flame increased. That was when we understood it was a fire incident. When we rushed to go out, there were clients, there were girls we invited, there were colleagues, so many people, and I was there as a waitress. I lost an average of 10 colleagues. The girls who were roasted or who were burned, I don't know how to explain it to you. What I have lived or what I have experienced is not what one can explain. I'm already at home, but it happened at 2 a.m. in the morning. But I'm home now, and by the grace of God, I will live. I have some burnt, no doubt, and brushes I got against the wall. It was serious. I worked on people who were on flame, but the fire did not take me. God is big. That is all I can say. So now you know what happened. Well, that is life. Guys, I'm going to share the thought of someone who knew that something like this will happen someday, because according to him, the government does not invest enough in emergency situations like this. Let's have a look at what he has to say. He says, I guess I know why the number of deaths is high. Say more than a dozen deaths in Yaoundé club fire this morning. In my active journalism days, I practically preached and even did a documentary on the day we shall have a fire incident in club in Yaoundé. Many people will die. It's just one reason 99% of clubs and other public places in Cameroon do not have emergency exit. Most clubs have just a narrow entrance with lots of security mathematics to check people to get in and nothing to check people to get out. If I find myself in these places, if I must go, the first thing is to check my position if it's closest to the one exit, which is usually the only entrance to. There may have been any cases of fire, but how do you evaluate people in case of a problem in a closed environment? While I did that documentary, I realized that even hospitals, public schools, our central market crowded buildings have not been invested on exit during emergencies. My sense, government should implement and follow up that all public buildings and clubs should have emergency exits and train personnel to execute that. Guys, I'm in total support of what this guy just said, okay? Because in Cameroon, most nightclubs have just one door. The same door is used as an entrance and the same door is used as exit. I don't understand why. Maybe they are thinking that if they have many doors, people would be able to enter into the nightclub without actually paying the entrance fee. So they prefer to have just one door so that everyone must pass through that door and pay the entrance fee. But they are forgetting about, the lives of people in case something like this happen. I hope this situation is going to be an eye-opening one, and it will make the government to think more about the lives of people, how they can secure it in case any emergency happen or any unexpected incident happen. Well, that's it, guys. There's nothing we can do. Now, let's hear what our president said about this. The head of state has extended condolences to the affected families and ordered investigations into the incident. He also ordered free treatment for the victims. Survivors are responding to treatment at the Yaoundé Central Hospital. Doctors say 5 are in critical condition. So, why the Minister of Communication, Mr. Emmanuel Sadi, said in quote, "We are still at the level of investigations to find out the names and nationalities of the dead and the wounded. Our Pidgin News is telling us that the government officials have put the dead bodies in the military hospital mortuary in Ekunu quarters. And one of the big loss of this nightclub incident is Dr. Fane Mahamat, who is the director of Ministry of Public Health and Public Health Emergency Center. He was there with his brother and friend, and they all died inside the fire incident." Guys, for the director of the Ministry of Public Health to be present in this incident or in this nightclub means the nightclub was a big one, and this must have included other very important personalities. So even though we are thinking that there was just one exit and one entrance, the Pidgin News is telling us that information from the police says that there are 2 exits underground, but since there was a commotion, everybody wanted to pass through the main entrance, which they thought was the only exit. But there were 2 exits underground this building.
Je suis là, ça va aller. Reste tranquille. Reste tranquille, ça va aller, mon frère. Ça va. Ça va aller. Ça va aller, mon frère. Ça va aller. On va s'occuper de toi. On va s'occuper de toi.
Well, guys, that's a loved one telling his brother that everything is going to be fine. They are going to take care of him. Guys, it has happened already. Now, let's see what our president has to tell the public and especially those who are in Cameroon for the African Nations Cup. Okay. So the president of Cameroon, President Paul Biya, has called for calm and assured football players, fans, and match officials attending the Africa Cup of Nations in Yaoundé of their safety. You know, Cameroon is hosting thousands of people for the tournament, which started on January 9 and will end on February 6. So as you can see, our president is not keeping calm. He's actually taking measures to see that everyone is under safety. Okay, he wants everyone to be calm. Everything is going to be okay. First of all, we know that this tournament was supposed to be held last year, 2021, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, the tournament was postponed to this year, 2022, and now this has to happen. But guys, be rest assured, nothing like this is going to happen anymore all through this tournament. Okay, so guys, I am really happy that I'm able to share this news with you guys, and I hope you really liked it. Well, it is a sad story, of course, but I know you are happy to at least get the news from different sources, as you see, from Pigeon News, from a victim of the whole incident, and also from the government papers. Okay, guys, if you really like this video and you want to share it to inform others, please share it. And do not forget to subscribe, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for staying with me. Bye-bye and see you next time. I remain your YouTuber, Hilda L. Brown.